Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage.
Hello everyone! It's a very long stage that awaits the riders today, more than 230 kilometers in the saddle. And despite the climb located in the last 10 kilometers, we should see the sprinters teams do their bit to set up a mass sprint finish. Things are livening up at the head of the peloton.
His teammates are accelerating. He's no doubt asked them to reel in the counterattack to avoid too big a breakaway. He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. Change of leader in the overall youth standings.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out.
He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway. Flat stages. Little wonder that they're not shown in their entirety on TV. His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
The breakaway is losing ground. The intermediate sprint is looming for the front of the race. The first 15 riders score points towards the green jersey. The race leaders are into the feed zone.
He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway.
The breakaway is losing ground.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap. The first rider to the top of the next climb will pocket 1 point for the climber's jersey.
He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. "30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers. There's only 10 kilometers and 1 climb left. The peloton should gobble it up without difficulty. And it will be tricky to put one over on the sprinters and their teams.
You are 2 kilometers from the top.
Here's the foot to the last climb.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up!
Things are now going to speed up at the front. The road descends practically the whole way until the last 500 meters.
The last 5 kilometers. Get ready for the final sprint. Make sure that nobody opens up a gap on the overall standing.
Riders should be wary of the bend that's located 2.5 kilometers from the finish. An error and trajectory, and it's goodbye to those dreams of victory. The last 500 meters are on the rising falls flat. You don't want to launch the sprint too far out if you hope to win. The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race.
Go! 1 kilometer! Give everything right to the line!
He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honours. He tops the standings and...
Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage today, finishing in the top 5, even... Hi, guys. Let's start the...
Hello cycling fans everywhere. The last 30 kilometers in the Auvergne Mountains are conducive to attacks. We should see plenty of movement with the favourites for the overall standings obliged to come to the fore. Attempt at a breakaway. He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. Whether on mountain stages or on hills, he's to be taken seriously as he climbs well.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. We're the highest placed of the breakaway in the green jersey standings. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go.
The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
There's not much going on. Isn't there someone who wants to liven up the race with an attack? The breakaway is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. The first difficulty of the day is classified as second category. The riders will share 5, 3, 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
He's the new leader of the overall youth standings. A teammate is beginning to lose touch. His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves. He asked his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage.
50 kilometers from the finish, and the real fun begins for the front of the race. The succession of climbs and descents will continue to the finish.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The riders are onto the Pas de Perol, also called Ps4, a second category climb. The first rider at the top will pocket 5 points for the mountain standings. "30 seconds lead for the head of the race."
The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
I'll make a big effort on the relay. Okay, I'll consume a feed. Great work, guys. We've taken the top spot for the polka dot jersey.
It's a fast descent to the Col du Ps4. Riders will have to stay vigilant because there are some sharp bends ahead.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
The lead rider is at the foot of the Col du Ps4, the penultimate climb of the day.
Allez les gars, courage! Allez, go, go, go! Allez, on y va! Courage! On continue! Allez les gars, courage! Mais voilà!
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, on continue
Bravo
comme ça!
les gars!
Ouais!
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Allez,
Continue comme ça!
Allez les gars!
Allez les gars,
Continue!
allez les gars!
Bravo les gars!
still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez.
There will be 5 points for the first to the top.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Allez les gars. Lâchez rien, allez.
Oui, allez, allez-y.
Allez.
Bravo les gars!
He's accelerating behind. Watch out!
Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars! Continue comme ça! Vamos chicos, ánimo!
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Allez, allez!
Basta, basta!
The lead rider is at the foot of the final climb of the day. It's going to be difficult for him to hold off those behind him.
Plus vite, plus vite! Allez, allez! Allez, allez, allez!
Allez, on y va, on y va.
Oui,
Allez, on y
oui.
va. Plus vite.
Allez, plus vite, plus vite! Vas-y! Continue! Bravo! Allez, allez, allez! On y croit, allez! Allez, vas-y, continue, continue! Allez, on y va! On y va, on y va! Bravo!
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez, 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 allez! Allez, vas-y, on est avec toi!
Allez, allez.
Allez, on y croit, allez!
Ouais. Allez, allez, allez. Allez, courage, on continue.
Allez, allez! On est avec toi!
Still have 2 kilometers before reaching the climb. He's accelerating behind. Watch out!
Allez, allez! Allez, on te suit! Continue! Continue comme ça! Vite! Plus vite! On est avec toi!
Only 1 kilometre until the top.
On y va, on y va, on y va! Vite!
Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
Allez, on lâche rien.
The finish will be settled after 600 meters of falls flat.
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the podium. Applaud him. Here is the winner of the Vite La Cloche de Belleville stage. He found a way to master. He's amongst the... He will...
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were amongst the outsiders, but you managed to beat the favourites. Well done for this win. Hi guys, let's start the brief.
Hello everyone. If the start of the stage is conducive to an early breakaway, the finish, on the other hand, is perfect terrain for the sprinters and their teams who will do their utmost to set up a mass sprint.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up!
Revealed by his victory in the San Sebastian Classic in 2013, Tony Galopin is a puncher who's very comfortable on hilly stages.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb. Here's the positions over the last climb. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway. Here's the positions over the last climb. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
There will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain standings. Attack at the head of the peloton. At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat.
flat stages. Little wonder that they're not shown in their entirety on TV. The head of the race is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. 30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
Collective fall. It may create gaps. Big crash in the peloton.
Teams are organising for the final showdown. The sprinters are primed. There will soon be burning rubber.
Last kilometer. You've got to sprint.
He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss. He tops the standings and...
Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage today. Finishing in the top 5, even though the stage didn't suit us, is extremely satisfying.